Don't do house, nigga. So here I go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fillmo Cinema, and today we're reviewing a classic. If I'm a gambling man, I'm guessing this one of Tyler Perry's favorite movies.
All my life I had to fight. Girl, I'm not trying to fight him.
But based on a novel by Miss Alice Walker and directed by the great Steven Spielberg. Yes, that Steven Spielberg. But you know, I'm curious to know what made him want to direct this movie. It's definitely a standout in his catalog of films. So we start out with the two sisters, Celie and Nettie. They playing in this field full of purple flowers. It's supposed to be symbolic and whatnot. After they run through the field, we have this brilliant reveal of a pregnant Celie. And this is a good character dynamic already because everything felt so innocent a couple seconds ago. We just viewed them as little girls. But seeing Celie pregnant adds a whole nother layer of depth to the situation. Celie and Nettie's no good ass father then calls them over to only insult Celie.
Celie, you got the ugliest smile this side of creation.
Damn, I don't like this man. And y'all brace yourself cause he just one of many male characters you'll come to hate in this movie. After this, Celie has her baby. Damn, it's kind of smoky. I'm assuming it's cold though. Celie's joy, however, is short-lived when her father takes the baby. And mind y'all, Celie is only 14. And not only that, the last baby y'all saw was her second child by her father. Yeah, this nigga. Damn, I feel sorry for Celie already, y'all. And the sick father is even plotting on Nettie. And she younger than Celie. We then get to a church scene and get to the legendary Danny Glover who plays Mister. And he a slime ball too. Just look at this nigga, y'all. He looking like Candyman and shit with this evil fucking smile. But anyway, he eyeing Nettie, which is creepy on his own. And if you think that's something, he rides his horse while it's snowing to ask their father to marry Nettie. But the father declines and offers Celie instead.
The old as any house, she ought to marry first. She ain't fresh though. But I expect you know that.
Man, can y'all imagine the struggle for poor rural black women in the South during these times? And God forbid if you was considered pretty. Celie arrives at Mr. Spot, and one of his sons, Harpo, greets her by throwing a rock at her head. Now Celie is tasked with the duties of that of a housewife. She has to clean their nasty ass house, do the kids' hair, please Mr., and of course has to put up with Mr.'s abuse.
Does he have no heart? Do you have no soul, you son of a bitch?
Celie then goes to town and sees a woman who has what she suspects to be her daughter. And it's a powerful scene that is until this aggravating ass white man pop out of nowhere.
You gonna buy anything or not, Gam?
Shut your stupid.
One day Nettie shows up with the mailman and reunites with Celie. Mister decides to let her stay, of course. Damn man, y'all need to just run away. These men, they are fucking terrible, y'all. So now Nettie teaching Celie to read, and they making up on all the bonding time they missed out on. But these good times ain't gonna last, cause Mister is waiting for the perfect opportunity to make his move on Nettie. Nettie rejects his advances, which in turn makes Mister kick her out. And I ain't gonna cap, y'all, this scene kinda hard to watch, but it's brilliantly performed.
Right! Nothing but death could keep me from it!
We now fast forward to our second act of the movie. Celie is now grown and is still helping Mister keep his shit together. And it's years later and she's still looking for Nettie to write her, but she never gets any letters. And it's sad as hell.
Maybe she dead.
Y'all killing me with this.
We get introduced to Oprah's character and she walking like she got a damn line of ducks behind her or something. So her name's Sophia, and this Harpo's girl, which make her Mister's potential daughter-in-law. And apparently, she don't take no shit from nobody. So she wanna marry Harpo, but Mr. Cold Ass just ain't feeling it. But they end up getting married anyway by the local town pastor. And pay attention to him, y'all, cause his character gonna be important later. Boy, ain't nothing like how old black folk used to talk. I is married now. But they start having problems. And who does Harpo go to about his woman problems? Mister, of course. And oh, Celie too. And they tell his weak ass to beat her or hit her, which he does. And that doesn't go too well for him.
It was that mute.
Hey, I knew I recognized Harpo. This the nigga from RoboCop 2. Yeah, you ain't slick, nigga. So then we get our famous quote from Oprah.
You told Harpo to beat me.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All my life I had to fight. But I ain't never thought I had to fight in my own house. I loves Harpo. God knows I do. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me.
After we get another sad scene from Celie being anxious about the mail coming in hopes of getting a letter from Nettie, Mr. is happy. I guess he got some good news, but Celie is let down again. Then a symbolic storm comes and we get introduced to Suge Avery, the woman whom Mr. desires, and Celie seems to be very curious to meet her, especially after seeing pictures of her. And what's the first thing she says to Celie?
You sure is ugly.
The fuck you think you talking to?
Damn, don't nobody show Celie no love. Her whole existence just sad, dog.
Well, that's the story of my life. No respect. No respect.
Now, Suge is the most interesting character in all of this. She just come out of nowhere while it's damn storming, and she got this type of unknown sickness that is never identified.
Here she's got that nasty women's disease.
Now they take Suge in, and she kind of giving them a hard time, but she finally come around, so her and Celie begin to get close. And Suge got some deep-rooted daddy issues, and we get introduced to my favorite character of the film, this Mr. Daddy. I guess he Mr. Senior or Mr. He hobble his ass in the yard, size Mr. Junior. Apparently he ain't too happy with Suge shacking up in his son's house. Celie fixing him some water, and apparently she don't like his attitude towards Suge. All this abuse going on, I knew Ike Turner was somewhere in this bitch. You ain't slick, nigga.
What's wrong with you? Talking to me like that? Huh?
So Ike Turner and Harpo build this juke joint, and it's the hottest spot in this country ass town. Everybody lit. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. They ain't what they listening to. So everybody having an old good ass country time, and Miss Celie seemed real uncomfortable around all these freaks. And all of a sudden, Suge makes her the center of attention for probably the first time in her life by dedicating a song to her. It's a real sweet moment. Like, nah, for real, y'all. This probably the best she felt since the last time she saw Nettie. Oprah enters and tell everybody she getting them a car. Nah, I'll just play it, y'all. But her and Harpo dancing, and this crazy light-skinned heifer come up talking crazy.
Not if you my man. You just a big old heifer.
So she get the courage to slap Oprah, and man, why she do that?
What? Time to go.
Next thing you know, niggas get to fighting in that bitch, and Miss Celie looking like she ain't never seen this level of ratchetness before in her life. Now this is a very important scene because Suge makes Celie feel beautiful for probably another first in her life, despite the comment she made when she first met her.
You sure is ugly.
Now they share a rather intimate moment in which Suge expresses her love for Celie rather than show it. Now y'all remember I said earlier that the pastor character gonna be important. That is Suge's estranged father, and he don't talk to her for some reason. I don't know if it's her sinful lifestyle or what, but whatever reason, he ain't messing with her. I'm telling y'all, the male characters in this movie just ain't shit. So Suge leaves for Memphis, which crushes Celie, and Oprah is arrested after she strikes a white man.
Help me!
Nah. I shouldn't have did that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, Sophia. Sorry. Damn. Free Sophia. And she gets stuck being this dirty ass white woman's servant for a prolonged amount of years. And it's real fucked up, y'all, cause this lady away from her kids and all. And she even goes to see them, but this white lady gets scared and freak out after all these good black fellas try to help her. It's just a shame. So it is now 1936, and I guess some years done passed by, and Suge finally shows back up. And I like how they both excited to see her for different reasons, but to much of their surprise, she ain't alone. She got a husband. So Miss Celie and Suge discover a letter from Nettie, and as Celie reads, she finds out that Nettie has been writing her the whole time, and she also finds out more about her daughter from earlier, and she finds all the old letters Mr. been hiding, and in the letters, Nettie details her life in Africa, and that both of Celie's children are there with her. It's really a beautiful scene. I now have hope for Miss Celie.
What's gotten into you?
God damn it, here goes some clips of Jet Li whooping Mr. Ass. We then get this beautiful sequence in which Suge feels like some shit is going down, and it's intercut with an African ritual that hints at what Celie plans to do, which is cut Mister's throat. We finally get to, I guess it's the climax of the film, and everybody at the dinner table. Suge then tell Mister that they're going out of town and they plan to take Celie with them. Mister ain't having it. He then starts to degrade Celie and whatnot.
You're ugly, you're skinny, you're shaped funny. What? And you're too scared to open your mouth to people. What? All you fit to do is be Suge's maid.
Miss Celie has finally had enough.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
Boy, if you gonna let this little nappy-head gal sit here and cuss you out like that?
Mr. Senior is a trip, man. They go outside and Mister raises his hand to hit her, but then Celie turns around and does some telekinesis type shit.
Knocked you up on...
Everything you done to me, already done to you.
Then we can tell Miss Celie has finally found herself when she says this.
I'm poor, black, I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here.
The year is now 1937 and Mister is down bad and struggling with alcoholism.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. Alcoholic gotta go to them goddamn meetings.
Hey, the agent make up good as hell in this movie. But goddamn, Harpo got a big ass forehead, man. Shit.
This shit is fucked up. You ain't got a forehead, you got a 5 head.
So we finally catch back up with Miss Celie and she goes to her pa's funeral. Then she reveals that she learned that the man she knew as her father really wasn't her father. She is now blessed with the house that she inherited, and it's really a beautiful moment for Miss Celie. We feel happy for her. We are now back in the purple field of flowers.
Pisses God off if you walk by the color purple in a field and don't notice it.
We then get this beautiful performance of The Lord Is Trying to Tell You Something. And this is my grandma's favorite part.
Oh, you can't sleep at night. Can't sleep at night.
Most importantly, Suge and her daddy reunite. So old Mister ends up getting a letter, and I think it's some immigration letters or something. And in a beautiful sequence, Nettie and Miss Celie are finally reunited. But not only Nettie, her children are there also.
This is your son.
Mama, Bonnie.
Man, I'm sorry to laugh, y'all, but me and my cousins used to always laugh at that part. I mean, come on, man, he sounded kind of funny. Mr. watches on. See that letter he got earlier? It was like the authorization for Nettie and Celie's children to come over. So he has a full character arc and finally does right by the all-powerful Miss Celie. Shout out to Mister for the character growth. And shout out to fucking Steven Spielberg for making such an incredible movie with a great cast. Except her ass. I don't know what it was about her performance, but it just got on my damn nerves for some reason. I don't know. Oh man, The Color Purple is a great movie that tells the enduring and traumatic story of one Miss Celie. She grows through it, but she has a great character arc. She goes from illiterate to literate, from being shy and reclusive to confident and more open, and ultimately a girl to a woman. And as I stated before, the main characters were all some bullshit, except maybe Suge's husband. But he might be suspect, cause him and Mister got along too damn good. The cinematography was beautiful. Spielberg really captured the essence of this rural Georgia town with all these wide shots, and also in showing how isolated Celie and Mister are. And I could just go on and on, from the performances to the makeup. I mean, everything. The masculinity is brutal and oppressive at times, while the femininity is discovered and empowered. And I guess to answer my own question earlier, I guess Spielberg reasons just boil down to him liking the material. And y'all, this movie got nominated for 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Whoopi got nominated for Best Actress and Best Supporting for Suge and Oprah, but it didn't win nothing. Ain't that crazy? Man, shame on you, Academy. Oh my God. Now y'all know how I grade. On a scale of 5 poop emojis, I'm gonna go with 5 for Miss Celie. This movie, this shit is just kind of long.
Oh, yeah!
Now y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button and keep on subscribing. Let me know in the comments what y'all want to see next. Come on, I got more content coming. Y'all already know. And please, please, please make sure y'all go watch Joyland 2019, which is on Tubi, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Roku TV, Pluto TV, Google Play, the whole 9. And there's also a link right here that you can click on. We got more content coming. This is Fillmore Cinema. I'm out.